There's something about retro games that it always brings people together. For me, it was all about, being able to relive what you grew up on, right? You want to be able to play all the old stuff again and again and again. And there's nothing better than actually owning the games, because there are things where people can do direct downloads and get, different emulators and whatnot, but when you actually have it and the ability to give that joy to other people, the people can come in and say oh, I played this back when I was 8 years old. That's the stuff. You're I love to see that when people come in the store and their eyes widen up and they're that's the game I remember playing. This game was the best. Or they bring, people my age bringing in their kids going, look at this. You don't even know what this is. And the kid has no idea. But for the adult, that's that nostalgia factor.
Okay, Atari, let's see your best pitch.
You're out, Rose!
The Atari video computer system is 20 cartridges with 1,300 game variations you play on your own TV set.
A lot of the modern game stores don't dabble in retro anymore, especially, GameStop doesn't touch on it, but you can't walk into a Target and find an N64. So if you want to be able to play some of that older stuff and have the actual cartridge in your hand, or you're a collector, whatever it may be, retro games are always going to be relevant in that respect. There are games that are going to be timeless and they'll forever be that way. We take almost anything video game related. A lot of stores, you'll see what they do is they'll only take certain things, whatever's selling at the time. Oh, we only take PS4 and Xbox One. We're not about that. It's about having all the gaming options available, as long as it works. In today's society, everyone has played a video game. It has become that mainstream. Back then, it wasn't as mainstream as it is today, but everyone would always everyone has always played a different system. So you want to sort of, share with friends. That's the one thing, online gaming, co-op gaming. Everyone knows about video games at this point. You're not going to meet someone who's going to go, video games, what's that? That's not a thing anymore. So even with the old school games have always been able to bring people together. It's also been able to make people go apart because of fights over games and stuff. But that's one of the magical qualities about them, and that's why I think retro gaming will always be a thing.
Will you be the one to witness the birth of the incredible Nintendo Entertainment System? The one to play with Rob, the extraordinary video robot, batteries not included. He helps you tackle even the toughest challenge. Will you be the first to raise the incredibly accurate Zapper and play games like Duck Hunt or action-packed Hogan's Alley and high-flying Kung Fu, each sold separately? Will you be the one to experience the Nintendo Entertainment System? Comes with Rob, Zapper, Control Deck, 2 controllers, Gyromite, and Duck Hunt.
I think the Super Nintendo is going to be the best system for anyone who wants to know retro, because it took everything the original NES did and made it better. And then the N64 was kind of an experimental console going into 3D, because everything up to that point had been mostly 2D. And Super Nintendo was kind of the this is where gaming is, we're going to make it better. So I would honestly pick the Super Nintendo if I had to pick any console. I don't think you can go wrong with Super Mario World, obviously a classic. First game that introduced Yoshi, who is one of the greatest video game characters in all time, in my opinion. You could also go with any Super Metroid, a classic Super Nintendo game. Link to the Past, the first Zelda title on Super Nintendo. Those would be my picks. Those would be the ones I'd have to go with.